getting back into the rhythm.
Okay.
We're still in the top 1% of podcasts.
Oh, absolutely. We've been doing it for 3 years.
The shore.
I think Matt and Shane's secret podcast.
Pirates in the port of paradise.
22 seconds.
Hey, ruined mariners marinated, swinging one north with their heads bigger swords.
Oh yeah, but Nate always goes, too poor to drink that beer, John. Too poor to drink that beer. And I would like to announce that it has gone from $2.50 a can
Pirates
to
in the bay,
$1.99
taking what they may, hard and
which is
gold
way
aboard
more
what decorates indoors.
You think that's particular to the State College
Taking
Park?
home decor.
It's probably particular to the
Please
gas
not
station,
award
because they know
more.
that I will buy
It's
them.
the Pirates of Paradise.
They were $2.75 a can. So it's like a $3 beer basically. And I'm getting it for $2, like sub $2, because I like it's $1.99 after tax. So it's lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah. I think they're also doing like a 4th of July sale, and I will absolutely vote red in the next election if it means I get a $1.99 sour monkey. Like that's all that I care about, really. That's my focus group political issue. I also have a range. I have an assortment of bevies here. So I got my water pitcher, my iced tea. What would you call this? Canteen?
Hydro flask? Question mark?
Yeah, more or less. Is
it one of those ones that stays cool or hot?
Yes. It stays cool or hot.
Vacuum flask. That's
I guess metal tube with a good seal.
Yes. Well, you know how they do it? Question mark.
I don't.
It's like a metal flask, and then there's a metal flask around it, and then between them there's a vacuum. It makes it so there's like minimal thermal conduction between, like, I think there's a different sort of sound.
Yeah, that could be the case, because this feels like it has like a thickness to it.
Yeah.
But it's like 40 ounces. I got it. It cost me like fucking $30.
Dude, those are the good ones, man. I miss having my fucking $30 water bottle.
Oh my god, I was so upset because I used to have like a sippy cup. I used to have like a sippy cup water bottle, which I loved because I could pound 24 ounces of water in like 3 seconds. I could just be like and suck it all through the straw. But then I was like, I guess I got to get a new water bottle because the old one I broke trying to clean it because it had like a bunch of gunk. It had a bunch of gunk in the tube.
I need to get a new water bottle too. I feel like I've gotten fat. I'm kind of fat now. That's it, listeners. Not the fattest guy, but I'm fatter. No, truly, and I'm doing it too. We're all doing it. We're all.
Street lights just came on. That's Neighborhood Watch. That's how you know that I paid my $3.80 a month.
No fatties passed out 8:30. Like, hey. Oh man.
God, I ate like 75% of a casserole today. So
no, fair enough.
I probably ate like 4,500 calories in casserole.
Dang it!
Just a lot of old cheese. A lot of old cheese.
No, fair enough.
I work with one dude who's like vegan now, and he doesn't even do cheese. He doesn't even do cheese at all. And I'm like, to be fair, it is more sustainable to eat it since it already got killed. And I do make that point, and I think he hears me. He's just like, I can afford not to, which is respectable. Like, dude used to be a GM, and now he's just a normal manager, and he's a great-ass normal manager. But, I was like, I guess I better eat all this beef because the cow really took like an air gun to the head.
No, exactly. You got Anton Chigurh for me.
Yes, it really got Anton Chigurh, so might as well make it for something rather than just like, guess we counted wrong.
Exactly. A friend of ours, who goes to, I think, probably has graduated by now from the University of Illinois. She said that one of her potential master's programs was, I think it was this dude. I don't know. I don't think it's in Vermont because I think that's where she's actually going. But she said that there was this one researcher who was like trying to figure out how to feed algae to cows. Like he was researching that. And I do think that if
is it through the hole in their side, you just kind of reach in up to your elbow and you just drop it in.
It's making all the cows half robot. No, but I think it's just because you can grow algae in like a big way, and it's like pretty calorically dense. Some of them, you know.
Oh yeah, you can just dump like nutrient fertilizers into the water, and then it'll grow automatically. And it's a problem enough that it's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. So more or less, you just make like a slurry, and you can imagine like have you ever seen like a solar hot water heater?
I don't. I've seen geothermal, not
Oh,
solar, but yeah.
but so wait. Basically, there's like a. Oh, I ripped my paper.
Oh no.
This is like a tube. And there's like a box, and the sun shines in it. It heats. Imagine like you just had like a transparent box with just like rows of algae tubes. There's a video where when a dude, his channel is called Cody's Lab. He's very
That's the name I've
popular.
heard before from you, but yeah.
Yes.
So it must be
But
worth checking out. But yeah.
no, it certainly is. But he's got a video.
Colin
Where he
Furs has been spending 3 years digging a tunnel. That's like El Chapo dedication, but really they did it.
True.
To be fair, they did it quicker.
Yeah,
El Chapo did it quicker.
This is true.
Not
This
as
is true,
nice, but quicker.
Exactly. His tunnel probably didn't have guitars or fireworks. He probably
Not at all.
no. But someone probably did get burned enough to peel off their skin,
Oh, absolutely. Like,
and that is common.
just on the way out, he was like, "Yeah, give me a not a flamethrower by Elon Musk. I'm gonna torch 3 of these."
Yeah.
These
Common Furs really is like. Oh, say what you were gonna say.
drybacks, dirt carriers. He's like, let me torch
like a slur, but for cave for cave.
yeah, cave people. Yeah, let me torch 3 of these cave people on my way out.
Yeah. The man, Elon Musk and El Chapo working together to.
Oh my God. And honestly, I'm for it because literally every time I've heard about renewable energy now, I'm like, oh, me and my boy cracked this on a weekend.
No, dude. Space-based solar is kind of a motherfucker.
Space-based
Like,
solar, space-based wind. Come on, solar wind, space solar.
Yeah.
Let's get it. I think that there would be an icing problem with the. If I'm going by Iron Man, there probably would be an icing problem because there's an icing problem on Earth. So you would just have to figure out a way to de-ice space things. Oh yeah, that's right, because there's no water.
No, exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, like it's more or less it truly is the cost of getting materials out of Earth's gravity well. Like I think it's like around like I think SpaceX has it below 2,500 a kilogram, but like once it gets like $100 a kilogram to like send stuff into space, like hell, like we might have a satellite. There might be a pirate's parrot.
But absolutely yes.
That's
black
coming.
Orbit. It's on the way.
No, but hear me out.
But also,
like
isn't there a huge problem with what I understand there to be is that basically we should be saving all of our fossil fuels for space travel because at this juncture we can't get shit off of the ground out of low Earth orbit into space without expending just fuel because we don't have like purely electric rockets to get us up there. But I feel like if we have like a battery in space continually orbiting the Earth or like a range of power cells, that problem is done. Like we can get it out of orbit, we can get materials out of orbit way cheaper for the future, and then we can get it into space probably easy.
No, truly, there are a lot of that's more or less it. Like the whole idea of there's this concept called an orbital ring, and basically because when you're orbiting, you're still subjected to gravity. You're just moving so fast horizontally, like tangent to the Earth, that it curves away from you at the same rate, right? And so the idea is that in the same way that you can like propel like a train magnetically on tracks, if you took like a wire, more or less, like imagine like a wire this thick, a chain, something ferromagnetic, and you used a big old magnetic tunnel to just, you could use its angular momentum angular on the whole, but I guess it's momentum just in any given like Earth is flat reference frame or whatever, like a person's. Anyway, but but then you could just have a ring more or less hovering in Earth orbit all the time, and you could mount a bunch. If it was far enough up, let's say you could, because if it weren't for like mountains and I guess the irregularity of your surface, you could build it like a meter above the ground, but you'd want it like hundreds of kilometers up and whatnot. But you could mount solar collectors on it. You could basically run like electric trains or elevators up to and from. It'd be sick as all get out. And it's one of those things that
there are a lot electromagnet.
More or less just like a particle accelerator, but around the whole Earth.
Yeah,
and you can use
realistically, Sweden is one of the worst places. CERN, Switzerland.
Yes.
CERN, yeah, Switzerland.
Where the Large Hadron Collider.
Yeah, I mean, make one larger. Why is it in Switzerland in the first place? Did you pick
There
a
actually
less interesting place to put one?
there are a
Maybe not.
lot there are a lot of what are they called? Alternative launch systems. Like there's this thing called the launch loop, and it's basically a big doink. It's like the same. It's imagine like a fucking ramp, a track. It just the idea is that you use the same sort of concept, which is active support. Oh, this is the big one. Let me explain active support because it's real simple. Right? Basically, like in the same way that you could like keep a ping pong ball aloft with like a hair dryer. You know what I mean? Like you just use that active power transmission to support your stuff instead of just like the passive like I don't know what bulk stiffness or whatever of matter, and they cost a bunch of energy. But there's some pretty neat there's some pretty neat ways to use that mechanism to get us closer to space. Truly,
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
and that is like the coolest. As a pretty Earth-centric cat, well, I have like had some like pretty sick fantasies about the stuff I could do in the outer solar system. Like, dude, making my own fucking artificial black hole by just building a bunch of robots, having them fucking refine like iron and iridium out of fucking like asteroids and whatnot, and then packing it into a big ball, and then wrapping that ball in thousands of hydrogen bombs, and just fucking just.
I do have fantasies about being the first person with Irish heritage to work in a space mine. Rather than, we just need to get Joe Manchin of West Virginia on board to be like, listen, dog, stop trying to bring coal back unless you're trying to use that coal to get to space because we got a mining program for 95% of your residents.
No, truly. Like, very truthfully, I would 100% work in space. Like,
oh my god,
I'm hoping. I'm hoping to get space
work.
work.
Job of space. I would work the McDonald's
Dude.
job of space. I'd be like, exactly. I'm mopping the floors here. I'm cleaning the space grout.
Exactly. No, like you could probably. You could probably. Okay, I feel like I could probably get a gig.
I would also like to take a second just to say that I believe that of the $1,400 price range. Steam cleaner we were talking about earlier is probably preferable for space because it vacuums it up, leaving less residue floating about in the air chamber.
No,
so, it's probably
exactly. No, exactly. Hear me out. Maintenance,
in space gold.
Oh, dude, wait. Actually, John, you could definitely get a space maintenance job. You definitely get a space maintenance or maintenance job. No, truly.
Am I part of the space union? That's cool. If not, can I get a non-union salary match? You know what I mean?
No, that's what that's.
We're like, we'd rather pay you the money and you don't do it than than you go through the union process just to get your wages. Space union wages.
We could probably make we can make like 10 mil easy as early as like first wave like Vanguard space workers, like part of the first 10,000 people to work in space. We can make a mil fucking easy, man. Because you need
the first
billions
guy that lifted boxes at Amazon. What do you think he's doing now? Do you think he got paid in stock, or do you think he really got ripped?
That's a good question. Probably got ripped, bro.
I think that the only condition would be that Jeff Bezos has to change the name of Blue Origin to Blue Orgy, and then we're there.
Dude, the only thing about space is it'll probably be a sausage fest, just because there aren't all that many. Being in space will suck. It will absolutely suck. We'll probably have health issues where like our eyes are going to be fucked up. I'm hoping
our bones are going to be real brittle.
No, dude, yeah, like that, dude. One of my things is I still want to be a bad motherfucker, but their gravity wells have some cons, I'm hoping that by then, like, maybe I just never ever take off the exoskeleton, like it's kind of embedded in me at that point.
Yeah,
like in a sexy sort of way. And ideally, it's just like maybe I look like I'm still black, but I'm a little iridescent, like a Twilight vampire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
No, it just makes it so.
Have you seen Morbius yet, by the way?
I have.
It's real good. It's way better than like 95% of Marvel movies that have existed to this point. It's like up there with like Iron Man 1 for me. It's like very good. Because they just got like a bunch of like bloom effects where like they Jared Leto turns into like air dust or whatever and just moves real quick. Real good. It's like the first Daredevil movie. Which apparently bombed, but it is pretty well made. All things considered.
The first Daredevil. Let me think about that.
Yeah, the one with dude in it.
Ben.
Is he? Is it Ben Affleck in it? It might.
It is Ben Affleck in the
That's true,
early
that's true.
2000s Daredevil
Yes,
movie.
yes, that one. The one
Yeah.
with Bullseye in it. The one with
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
the
the one with the Kingpin who's also black.
he was Black the Kingpin in that film.
I do appreciate that. I do appreciate that they didn't cast some Italian fucking
I don't know if I
instead.
agree with you, man. That movie was kind of. I'm remembering it.
He kills a guy with a paperclip. That's pretty sick. I'm not gonna like. He goes like. I think it's just like a woman who's like crying on an airplane or something, and he's like.
I'll have to check it out again. I won't judge it. It does sound pretty fun.
For the time, it's like up there with like what do you call it? Like the first Spawn movie. It's like pretty good. You don't like
Also,
you know fuck with the first
notoriously
Spawn
bad.
movie. It's not as embarrassing as what's not the Legend of Korra, whatever Eternals was. Eternals was a bad flick.
Or did you see it?
I watched a 480p. Somebody filmed it on their phone version, and it was not good. There is one good scene in that movie, and it's when because they have these like sentient gods or whatever that create like automatons, and one of the automatons is deaf, and I think that it is just like a good design thing because I think they also have super speed, and if you were running at super speed and you had hearing, it would blow the fuck out of your eardrums.
Sure,
But they incorporated a deaf scream into the movie, and it's the funniest thing. And I don't know if that's what they aimed for, but it's one of the best things I've ever seen. They just go ah! When somebody dies. Oh no! When they think that the guy from The Killing of a Sacred Deer dies.
Wait, the guy from Killing of a Sacred Deer?
Yeah, we talked about how much I hate that guy's face. We've talked about it. He's in Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 1, 2, and 3.
Not the retarded child, but the adult man.
The adult man who's also maybe a retarded child. He has a bowl cut, and he looks like he could have been a part. Like he looks like the third member of Columbine. Like it's bad.
Oh wait! I think I know the Magic Man, the man who curses.
There's like 6 of them in that movie, but yeah. The man who curses, he goes like. Like he looks like he could have been like a backup dancer for Slipknot or something. Like
fair enough, my bad. It's just I kept going. The things as you kept elaborating, I kept going back and forth between Colin Firth or whatever that other dude's name is.
You know, he doesn't. I would say I think Colin Firth's face is what the Uncanny Valley does for human. What do you call it? Facial recognition. But Colin Firth rates higher on the like will stab me to death in my sleep.
You think he's farther down, like he's maybe slid back a little bit from where the rest of us are.
Oh yeah. This guy, this dude, Killing of a Sacred Deer cat. 100. I'll see if I can find his name right now.
Find his name.
Grindelwald. What was that? 5 seconds of music when I guess copyright struck for the first time. I pray to God that they copyright strike us.
Truly, fuck him.
This guy's face is just going to be the thumbnail for this episode. I hope you realize.
Speaking of Grindelwald, Johnny Depp's a pimp.
Oh yes, absolutely. The fact that Johnny Depp is in this movie. Oh yeah. We got it.
Oh no, dude, it is that guy. What's that guy's name?
What is his name, do you think?
I have no idea.
Not Colin Farrell.
Not Colin Farrell. Colin Firth, I kept saying.
Keegan? Barry Keegan?
Keegan?
That can't be it.
Barry, we've got to change the keys again because I don't want him to get in my house. That's my throwaway joke.
Oh, yeah, you don't want him in your house. Change the locks if he has a key to your home.
That's why they call him Barry Keegan.
It is, in fact, Barry Keegan. Dude has the most punchable face in the world. I don't know, but he's in that movie. And I was like, I've never seen The Killing of a Sacred Deer, but when I mentioned him from Crimes of Grindelwald or whatever, you were like, oh yeah, he's in the... I mean, fuck you, dude. Wearing a fucking Louis Vuitton headband. Dog. Look at that face.
He can play the Joker in a film.
I was about to say he could play the Joker. I was about to say that shit.
He'd be a good one.
He looks like, and I mean, I do wish to play the Joker at some point in my life. Once I get space money, I will pay I will pay money to Warner Media or whoever owns the Joker properties at that point in time.
Make a new film.
Just be like, just me. I just need like 5 minutes to do a Killing Joke reprise because I did it at a high school event one time, but I did it.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
I thought you were gonna start doing the Killing Joke, do it with the cough laugh.
I did read
there was a cough laugh
recently. Something about sentimental candy floss. Speaking of which, I've been really on a Moonshiners kick because it's a good show. It's just about like all of the YouTube clips are just these like two black dudes who live in like Baton Rouge and they're like making moonshine and they're like, "Oh, that's the police coming up the river now on the bayou, and them some good old boys. So you know that if they catch us making this moonshine, we can just pay them off with some of that product." Like, it's really good. The episode I was watching today is like they were making like a rum and they were making it with like cotton candy, hence the sentimental candy floss. But yeah, it's like real good. It's real good. They're just talking about how they're making like 150 proof like. They're making the shit you drink. They're making Great America in a jar.
Oh, right.
Just malt liquor
I've done
in a
Great
fucking
America sometimes.
glass jar.
Yes.
What's up? How
Most
recent flavor? Most recent flavor you've had?
I haven't had Great America in a hot second. I've been messing with these mixed drink, like MXD Drinks Co. They've got various flavors. This is a Long Island iced tea, today's selection.
The first shit I drank was like for like the first 6 months of my alcoholism career. I was just really on to what do you call it, like Wicked Red's Apple Ale, which is the same company as Wicked. I think Wicked is like the 8% version of the 5% Red's Apple Ale. And they come in like grape, sour apple, and apple, and then also like maybe like peach apple or something, like kind of interesting. And then like twisted teas, the ones that are like
Tall Boys ? Question mark.
Oh yeah, they have Tall Boys, and then they also have cans, but it's like it just tastes like very inoffensive. Like you can drink it like water, which is a problem.
What percent is a twisted tea?
Like probably like 5%.
Oh, okay. But still.
But yeah, you can drink like 15 of them and be like, there's like a great Shane Gillis bit where he's like, he did like a sketch where he's like in court doing a lawsuit, and he's like, I broke my back trying to do a backflip off of 14 twisted teas, but if I had 15, I could have done the backflip. And it would have been. Can I just verify that it would have been sick, Your Honor? Then I was like, 100%, that's the case. You ever take acid and think, I can just jump up this tree and climb it from the lowest branch? Because you can jump like 10 feet high. But if you mix the two, if you're on like 15 twisties, if you buy like the gallon plastic bag inside of a cardboard box of twisted tea, you can absolutely like shoot threes all night. Like,
but no, that might be the case. That might legitimately be the case.
It's delicious. Is this the tea that you're on right now?
This is I am on this Long Island iced tea. I think that I am. Let me think if it gives me the same attributes. I don't know if I probably could hit at least 1 3. I bet I could hit a couple threes right now. I probably could.
I've never played a game of basketball in my life. I could hit 5 threes in a round.
Oh, man.
I was just in the mix, but
I was going to say something. Christ, I'm hungry. But I was going to say something. Speaking of memorization, I went through some poetry that I wrote like a little more than a year ago, and some of it's pretty tight, honestly. I've been writing a little bit of new stuff recently, but I don't know if you saw that one that I posted on the Instagram the other day.
Which one?
Oh, that is fair. I did post it. There were two of them.
Because you never post more. You never post just one. You never post
No,
just
this
one.
is true. I'm kind of what I don't know. I like to give a little extra sometimes. Let's say I'm gonna go.
I also need to get back on my my writing kick because I haven't recorded fake music that I'm never gonna master or release in an official way in a little bit. So,
No, truly.
and I was happy with the last couple instantiations of that, so I think I should get back to it. Yeah, because I've been an unofficial podcaster for like since probably like 2018, 2019, something like that.
I suppose, yeah.
So yeah, it's like.
Oh, well, I guess what? No, yeah, probably 20. No, wait, no. Did we start the podcast in 2018?
I think it was 2019 because I think that we talked a lot on the phone in 2018, and then
yes, that's true.
Maybe spring of 2019, we were like, yeah.
This should be a podcast. This should be a podcast. Yeah.
Oh, God, fucking damn it! We got to come up with a new solution because Zoom is telling me that I only have a 40-minute limit. I think they know. They know that I'm a veteran podcaster. I got 4 years in the game. 3 years in the game. They know. We got 10 minutes left. That's cool. So I also got a minimal battery. 45%. What the fuck? That is not a 45% logo. My battery indicator looks like I have 20% of my battery left. But no.
Yeah, but it's not. That is not, in fact, the case.
45% is like 2 more hours.
Yeah. I found that verse. This is a short one. I'll just give you a little taste. Okay. The internal crocodile, returning at once from blind fury, finds eggshells and nest fiber in its teeth. It weeps, typically, unimaginably, for that which it sought to protect. I think that's hold on. I opened YouTube and said Zoom. Fuck. Yeah, but it's a nice little. It's a nice little ditty.
Is good. Is that in reference to our killer crocodile conversation? Because I think the move might still be 100% the reason why I'm getting Moonshiner's suggested videos is one because I keep watching them. I keep watching them start to finish. Yes. And then 2 because I keep looking up videos of how to hunt and skin and kill a crocodile in Baton Rouge,
Is it difficult?
Louisiana. It's probably more difficult than trout fishing, but not that much more difficult than trout fishing. Like if you know how to fish for trout, you can absolutely put a chicken on some steel wire and then wrap the line around its jaw and then get one of your burly friends to hold its mouth shut because it can't really open its jaw for shit, but it can close it really hard.
Yeah, so, yeah. No, so here's my question. Have you ever been trout fishing?
I have extensive trout fishing history.
Oh, heard. I did not know that.
It's the number one cover for gay grandfathers with young sons. So yes, I in fact have been. Some may call me a trout fishing extraordinaire. I have also spoken to John Burns of Turkey Hill Company, CEO, and he talked about how all he wanted to do in his career was reinstate, make it so that trout could live in the water again in Lancaster, PA. So I've really been enjoying how green the greenery around here is in the summertime, and I think that I could fuck up an alligator.
No, fair enough. We should go to we
gotta know a landowner. You gotta know a landowner. Uh-huh. I think it's probably like under $500 total. If you wanna go down there with a couple of your boys and then kill a gator, tag it, pack it out.
Yeah. Gator meat's probably pretty good.
It really is. No, it is really good. You can get like 1,500 pounds of it for like $150 for plus labor, but
You're telling me, wait, I can get 1,500 pounds of gator. Is that what you said?
Yes. Because the gator's like 1,500 pounds, right? Like, it's like a big ass animal.
That is
like 1,000 pound minimum, basically. Because
wow,
not hunting a baby gator is 750 pounds. Only hunting a baby gator.
True.
And all you really got to hold shut is like 40 pounds of jaw. Mm-hmm. Then you go pop, 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 pop with a knife, and then it turns belly up in the water, or you trap it, and then you dispatch it, and then I mean the
imagine hitting a gator. Oh yeah.
The good part
just
of
with
the
a
gator
sledgehammer.
is the tenderloin. Oh yeah, you absolutely could. You can sledgehammer a gator.
Dude,
save the skin, pop out one of its eyeballs, suck on it like a berry.
Oh man, you put like a little pillow on it just so you don't fuck up the skin. I don't know why I'm getting so much joy out of this particular violent fantasy.
Because they're
I'm
fucking
sorry.
lizards. They're fucking dinosaurs. You can kill them, nobody cares. I talked to vegan cat I was talking about earlier. He was like, I was like, yeah, you can kill gators and lobsters because they're insects and dinosaurs. And he's like, yep, yes you can.
Fuck
They're not real. They eat babies. They eat babies.
Why don't we farm gators so we can hate them and eat them?
We really should. We really should. And then they get one or two of you a year, probably. Like some dude who shows up to work, like
exactly. Like he's a little drunk from like
yeah, absolutely from his like his candy cane.
No,
Great
exactly.
America or whatever.
Yeah, truly. He's got candy, Great America. He was a little slizzard from last night. He was up late, right? And then like fucking gets death rolled, and
And now that 1,200-pound gator is 1,245 pounds. No, the extra food he just ate. So
yeah, and we'll kill it, have a fucking wake, truly.
Plus, we'll have our own. I love how gory it is. Like you have to pump it up with a bike pump, basically, to like get air in between the skin and the meat, because the skin is pretty, like deftly attached to the actual meat, and so you have to get a little gap in there, and so you got to basically have to deglove the entire alligator very carefully by just basically like what my paint does in my room is like it gets a little moisture in between it, and then it starts to peel off from the wall. So you just get like a little bit of like an air pocket in there, massage it into the gator meat, and then boom.
Truly, yeah.
You got like it's supposed to be like it's like filet mignon of the bayou. It's good. If you get like the tenderloin, you got like 4 tenderloins. Yeah,
man,
fucking backstraps a gator.
Truly. My roommate's going to Florida. There's a cat who wants to give him a job, and so he's getting wined and dined. But he's going to Sarasota, and we were talking about how Florida. Well, rather, he said that Florida's coast, and then between alligator country.
Oh my god! No, we were talking about this because I could get a what do you call it? Like a.
Can we get there on a boat? How much is a boat? To have a boat to get.
It depends. If you want like a little pontoon, I'm sure you could do that for like under $20K.
A boat that fair. I'm just thinking
to own, yeah.
No, to use for a little while, perhaps.
I mean, to use for a little while, you're talking like, what's the highest proof liquor you can get? And like, what's a carton of cigarettes cost?
Probably, I put the price of a carton of cigarettes. What, 20 bones for a carton of cigarettes? Maybe.
Oh no, I think a carton of cigarettes is probably like $50 to $100. Because that's like a huge, that's like a big box, right?
No, that's true, but I don't know. I figured you might get a bulk discount if you buy it from like
you might. If you go to like an Indian dude,
like $35, but
Indian dude who's about to retire from his gas station, might be some good money there. That's a good margin.
No, that is a nice margin. But here's my thinking, right? You come to Pittsburgh, we get on the river, we go kill a couple alligators, then we return. And my thing is if we sleep on the boat, is that an explode? You need like a gun too, but because boat sleeping doesn't seem like the safest prospect.
Nah, they're not going to crawl in the boat, and if they do, that's just less hunting time. You have to
not the alligators, the people.
The people,
people will crawl into a boat.
You just gotta say, "I'll pay you half now and half when we get there." Keep a carton of cigarettes in escrow somewhere. It's Bitcoin, but for tobacco. and you really got to stress the point that this is tax-free tobacco. And then they'll get a ride or die boatman on your crew for real cheap.
Heard. Oh man, I've been thinking a lot about because I think I have a week's vacation, like. Or some such. Nice. And so I'm thinking a lot about where I should go and when. I mean, I should see my kid brother because I haven't seen my kid brother in too long.
That's fair. That's the moral choice. There's also international travel. Always going to that like Romanian jiu-jitsu school you wanted to go to or whatever.
No, that's
Dagestani.
Or where was it? It was I think it was in Bulgaria.
Bulgaria. Yeah, that makes sense.
Bulgaria. No, that's like that. But that would cost me a lot of dollars. I could go to New York and be like a grown man in New York.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
We'll probably like stay in Jersey and take a train over or something like that. But
all right, we got 1 minute left on.
Oh, holy shit! I forgot about that.
We'll figure it out on the next one. We'll go back to Skype. We'll make it like a 2007 type podcast if
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah, but
this has
closing
been
thought.
the graceful return of the Pirates of Paradise.
Extremely graceful.
Next time we talk, we'll have Gator meat and/or Kid Brother tales, and these are good things.
These are good things.
Anything to plug? A poetry slam in the works. It's on the way. If you're
A
in the
poetry
Pittsburgh
slam,
area,
there's some Pittsburgh poetry events I'm hoping to hit up pretty soon. And I fried some nitinol working on the exoskeleton, so hopefully we'll have an update about that pretty soon.
all right.
Like
Peace.
Hell yeah, it's been real.